Hello, and welcome back to Through Daybreak II. So in the last episode, we went through 6 connection events, the last 6, and did a food competition side quest. And now, we also saw a little story where the president came to the festival, so he's there now, and all the NPCs updated because of that. So, well, not all of them, but random groups of them. So we're going to have to go around and talk to everyone. And I forgot to talk to people in the theaters, apparently. My mama said she was going to the bathroom, but I think she ran away. What does she have against seeing Sharkferno? Does she just not like shark movies? Why, though? They're the pioneers of our generation, boldly taking cinema where it's never gone before. Sharkferno's taught me that shark movies had the power to break every stereotype under the sun. I don't know about that. Shark attacks only happen in the ocean, right? But by flipping that idea on its head, Sharkferno shows that they can come in any form. In this world? Yeah. Sharks that soar through the sky, that shoot lightning, cast magic, the possibilities are literally endless. Okay. I guess Armis Academy's got a festival going on or something. And that sounds like fun and all, but I kinda had my heart set on watching a few flicks today. I'm about to be on my 10th viewing of 3 Point Heat and The Adventures of Rockford, so it's a pretty big deal. I don't know if that's really something to be like, yeah, I've seen these movies 10 times. It's not super exciting. Today's weather is perfect for watching a movie. Are you interested in seeing anything in particular? Well, whatever it is, I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself. I already watch movies. I actually didn't talk to anyone here either. Let's do this. The only thing that stands out to me amidst the current film lineup is 3 Point Heat. It's a Kowloon picture production. That plus the domestic drama angle makes for a promising combination. There's only one issue. It isn't playing at Esprit. But why not? It's exactly the sort of production that belongs here. So be it. I've already committed myself to this theater. I'll be damned before I flip-flop over to that horrible multiplex. Oh. 3 Point Heat will be playing in Esprit one of these days. As far as I can tell, they've put off showing a movie until it's no longer available at Trian Mall. That's besides the point. I've long since decided to make this my theater of choice. It'll be a cold day in Gehenna before I flip-flop on that. I'll just have to wait. At least he's dedicated. Not to parrot Mr. Hendrick, but these past several months really have come and gone in the blink of an eye. There's been talk here and there about this year's upcoming production, such as the collaboration between Vegas Films and Kowloon Pictures. But personally speaking, I think it would be nice to look back at the works 1208 have given us. Why not take this chance to rewatch one of them with somebody you haven't seen it with before? Already did it. My goodness, is it truly April already? How time flies. Everything in the film industry experienced last year has blessed us with a truly diverse lineup of films to show for it. The releases we've seen in the past 3 months alone attest to that. How will the world of cinema continue to enthrall us going forward? I'm only too eager to find out.
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop.
And that's it here. No. Ooh. Almost made a mistake there. Oh. Oh no, you can only go to the depths. Okay. Academy.
Let's roll, gang.
There are a lot of people to talk to here.
Enjoy the festival.
Lyle's family showed up. Oh, Lyle, you should have told me you had a girlfriend. A girlfriend? Mom, no. Shinyan's just a friend. Sorry, she can be a bit of an airhead sometimes. I see. She had me worried for a second.
Alrighty.
Oh, she's adorable, Lyle. I'm so happy for you. A girlfriend? Does that mean I finally have an older sister? My brother's awesome. No, Mom, it's not like that. I know we're not dating, but while I suppose there are worse things to be mistaken for than Lyle's girlfriend, I don't know. This is what I was waiting for. Huh? What are you two doing here? I thought I told you not to come. I'm sorry, Curtis. We just couldn't help ourselves. I couldn't resist the idea of seeing you have fun for once. You see, your mother and I decided to follow our hearts this time. To live without regret, so to speak. It's important to focus on your happiness, after all. Don't make it sound all noble. You're just indulging yourselves. I can't even imagine what Kisara would say if she saw us right now. Anyway, go home. What do you've had your fill. What are you talking about? The festival just started. That's right. We still have to see the show you're putting on, Curtis. Oh, I'm so excited. These two are so stubborn. I'm doomed. Please, I'm begging you, just go home already. I'm only here to help out with the student council. I'm not even in any of the shows. Are you two listening to me? Alright, Curtis has grown into a fine young man. And with the help of Aramis, he'll mature into an even finer adult. Remind me to greet the faculty later, and ask for a tour of the campus. Curtis has been staying late to help with the festival ever since the school started. I'm positive he's involved in all sorts of events, and I'll make sure to see all of them. They're a good family now, despite Curtis well, there's nothing wrong with Curtis. He's just not used to having caring parents. It's understandable, they were pretty bad for a long time.
Welcome to the mini market.
Your generosity knows no bounds, Your Highness. Yeah, seriously, I can't believe the princely family has supplied us the mini market with all these furnishings. This was nothing more than a modest offering. In fact, one could be forgiven for thinking it meager. I'm certain that thought has crossed the mind of the young lady from Hayaway, no? Not at all. I was actually just thinking the incense burner I purchased a minute ago was very nice. It's gratifying without being gaudy. In my opinion, it's perfectly suited for a school festival like this. Well, that's certainly relieving to hear. Oh, by the by, I have an inquiry for you, Gambler Jack. I've heard many a tale of your legendary escapades. I take it you're well-versed in the many clandestine activities that occur here in the capital, yes? Then would you care to give me a tour this evening? So His Highness wants a little peek behind the curtain, eh? Sure, it sounds like a good time. Hey, wait a second, Jack. There's no way Najee's gonna let you two get away with that. His Highness is up to no good as always. I have a feeling Hal and Najee will have their hands full in the very near future. I can compromise if need be. We could take Hal, Najee, and Jita along on our convivial night on the town. Friendly, lively, and enjoyable. Although our choices of destination may by necessity differ than if Jack and I had gone alone. Nonetheless, there's no shortage of mirth and merriment to be had on such an excursion. You'd think Jack would be a little more mannerly when he's with the literal royalty, but nope. And now he's planning to go sneaking off with the prince later tonight. I won't be able to take my eyes off those two for a single second. I didn't have a chance to chat with the Crown Prince during that party late last year. I like him. He seems like a real upstanding guy. Anyway, I guess I'd better hurry up and get to work on my plan. Seems like Hal's always got her hands full with Jack. Now then, I think I'll do a little more shopping around the bazaar. I'd like to get a few gifts. I've got Zin covered. That incense burner is for him. Aaron's actually been doing a lot for me recently, so maybe I'll get him a little something special. Oh, you guys aren't updated. Oh. Hey, you showed up. We're just doing the last round of checks before the show. All the props have been inspected already, so the only thing left to do is to help the performers get ready. Nice work, everyone. Everyone's done enough rehearsing. At this stage, I'd say mental prep's more important than that. A fair point. Well, come what may, I think this show's going to bring down the house. It's thanks to everyone that it's turned out so well. I'm getting a bad case of the jitters, though. Like, seriously, I really don't want to get stage fright up there. Want my advice? Just turn your brain off and focus on having fun. That's what I always do. I'll be taking the lead during our dance, so just follow my moves and go with the flow. You'll knock 'em dead, I promise. It's a one and done part anyway, so once it's over, that's it. You got one shot to dazzle the audience, so make it count. Thanks, everyone. Man, I'm so glad we have you pros around to give us a kick in the pants when we need. I don't think I'm a pro just yet, but thanks. Speaking of thanks, I really wanted to say I really appreciate you and Fairy helping with the building the assets, Aaron. It's nothing. I don't mind carrying everyone's asses around every now and then. Oh, and you can leave the other performers to us. We'll check in on them so you guys can go out and have fun or whatever. Sounds good. I'm sure they'll appreciate the extra coaching. Do your best, everyone. I'm really looking forward to the show. It's getting harder and harder to contain my excitement the closer we get to showtime. And that's why I rushed on over here ahead of the saga. I'm totally on board with the theme they chose for the show. Just you wait, I'm going to capture the hearts of everyone with my dancing. I thought I was just going to be a stagehand, but they're roping me into a small part towards the end of the play. I was hesitant at first, but after seeing all the blood, sweat, and tears that went into this, I really want to make this the best show it can be. I know I'll only be here for the first day, but that won't stop me from giving it my best effort. Only one thing left to do before the big show is check on all the students and guest performers. My guys have got all their moves down to an art. They're gonna knock everyone's socks off, guaranteed. Shame they won't get much time to shine, but damn if they won't make it to the best few minutes in the history of theater. Admittedly, I'm a little nervous at the prospect of getting on stage, but I have little choice but to grin and bear it. Mark my words, I'll give it my all. Alright. Gotta move my mic. Alright, that should be better. It's blocking the text again. Oh wow, so that's the famous Mishi show. It looks like it's mainly aimed at kids, but it seems pretty fun. I think I might enjoy it. Isn't Mishi a mascot for the theme park over in Crossville? Yeah, it's called Michelin Wonderland. My father took me there a few times during his business trips. It has this delicious Mishi-shaped ice cream, and they have a few characters roaming the park, such as the robotic version of Mishi called Mecha Mishi. You're more than due for a visit, since you've clearly never been. I'll even be happy to accompany you. Sounds like fun. Let's do it. Wait, a trip to Crossville sounds pricey. Guess I better rake in some serious dough at my roasted chestnut stand. Now, with that settled, I ought to bring you up to speed on all you missed out on with regards to Mishi. Uh-oh. First, I'm gonna teach you his catchphrase. Repeat after me. Make a wishy with Mishi. Okay, I'll give it a try. Make a wishy with Mishi. When I went to Michelin last, Rumsfeld was the one accompanying me. There's nothing wrong with that, of course, but everyone else there was there with their family and friends. I will have Eddie with me next time. I'm sure we'll have a wonderful time together. I really like hanging out with Brazelia. She's introduced me to all kinds of things I never knew about before. But if I told her I don't have the mirror for the trip to Crossbell, I think I might die of embarrassment. Guess I'll just have to put my money where my mouth is and grind out some cash. I gotta watch my budget, too. Oh, it's Rosie. Mishi, I love you. Your dancing's the best. Grant me a wishy with Mishi. Oh, it's Daswani's family. Where's Daswani? Was he here? Daddy said he was off to duty today, but then he had to go to work again. Oh. I always tell him it's okay, but it still makes me sad. Oh, Gigi. I'm sure your daddy is just as sad. In fact, I know he hates when he can't be around to play with you. I'm sure he still wants you to have fun while he's away, and when he gets back, we can all play together. That sound good? Yeah, let's go play with Mishi. Then. I'll tell Daddy all about how cute he is later. That sounds wonderful, sweetie. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to hear all about it. I knew there was a chance my husband would be called away to work today. I understand his job is important, but like my daughter, I'm always a little disappointed when he has to leave. Still, this sort of thing comes with the territory when your husband is a dashing police officer. Wasn't there were just everyone in the game has been bragging about how there's just no crime and it's all peaceful right now, so why was he dashed away to work? Interesting. I'm kind of sad Daddy had to go to work, but I'll be okay. I'm gonna learn the Mishi dance so I can show it to him later. Because a police officer wouldn't get called in, like, if they're off duty, unless it's something serious or they're really short-handed. Do I have... Oh god, I got a cough again. There, I swear I'm not sick. It's just a lot of pollen in my room or something. I don't know what's going on. Do I really have to dance with Mishi? This is a lot harder than I thought. Wow, you're bad at this. Like, really, really bad. Don't quit your day job. I agree that he could use a few pointers. Say, why don't you teach him how to dance, Yume? Okay, but only if he calls me Master. Huh. Alright then, show me how it's done, Master. No, I didn't even see you all there. All? Are you here to see the Mishi show? Yeah, don't know why we'd be here otherwise. I see you guys found Yume. Yes, we picked her up just a minute ago, and she was all wound up when we got here. It sounded like she had a lot of fun with Fairy and Shizuna, didn't you, sweetie? Yep, and now I'm gonna have fun with you and Maxim. We got a lot of playing to do, so you better be ready. Oh, and we gotta see Anyas and everybody else in the show later, too. I'm so excited. We gotta see him, yeah. Right there with ya. Should be a good time. Is Van in the show? It wouldn't really make sense for him to be in it. Agreed. I'm definitely looking forward to it as well. It's nice to see the three of them having a good time. There's still a whole bunch more things I want to do today. I'm going to see Anyas and everyone in the show later, too. You know, this is all really nice. It's almost like we're a family. I want to think long and hard about what the kind of future I can have with the two of them. Yume looks like she's having a lot of fun. I'm so glad. No one can know what the future has in store, but it would be nice if this happiness could last.
Volunteers from the sports
You just had to say it.
food stalls in the courtyard, as well as a one-on-one basketball.
We're not done yet. Well, let's make this school year one to remember by making a wishy with Mishi.
Give it a try.
Thanks to my connections, I was able to secure a spot on the festival's guest stage. And now then, look alive, you two. Today's performance will bring a great deal of publicity for With You. Right. We're gonna rock the house. Okay. Same for her. Oh, we're up next. I'm so nervous I might die. Okay, deep breaths. Our group's totally been on fire lately, so we're good. We'll definitely capture everyone's hearts without fail. We were invited to the festival as special guests, and we'll be doing a show a little later. Hard to believe we're getting to perform at such a prestigious event. I never would have dreamed of this a few months ago. No, shake it off, Sayla. You've still got a long road ahead of you. Let's make today's performance the best one yet. Good luck. Is it time? Is it time? I've been waiting 2 games for this. They're reunited. What's it been now? 4 months? You two look like you're doing well. Yeah, you too, Jess. A little late saying this, but congrats on your debut in Crossbell. I hear you're becoming a bit of a household name over there. Proud of you, man. Same. Honestly, hearing about everything you've accomplished has been super inspiring to me. So inspiring, in fact, that I've been working my butt off these past 4 months. I think I've only gotten as far as I have thanks to you. No, I don't... Look, I'm sorry, guys. I still feel guilty about us giving up on that share house. That was all my fault. Oh, come on, Jess. You still on that? Don't feel guilty, man. We made that decision together, remember? We all went our separate ways so we could follow our own paths and live the best lives we can. That's why I'm going to art school. I'm chasing my dreams now. Aren't you two doing the same?
Try your luck.
Get out of your fam. Yeah, you're right. We're all going to find our ways so that when we meet up again someday, we'll all be confident in who we are. That's the plan, right? Or have you two had a change of heart? Who can say? No, at the very least, I don't think we're ever going to let ourselves get trapped in a situation like that again. Definitely. All the feelings I've had up till now are still just as precious to me as they were back then. But now we know how to move forward, isn't that right? For sure. Well, I'm planning to do a big live show here in the capital soon. Saying my manager's been stoked about it would be an understatement of the century. He's been going around calling it the revival tour.
On the first floor.
Name aside, I'm looking forward to playing in the capital again. It'll be just like old times. I'm really glad we all got to meet up again like this.
Come by and try your luck.
We've been exchanging letters, but it still feels really good to see each other in person again. The two of them seem to have been doing well. I'm glad to see it. Hopefully we can meet up again before too long. There's just so much I'd like to talk with them about. I was really nervous to see Jess again after all this time, but I'm relieved to see he hasn't changed a bit. Guess it goes to show that Jess will always be Jess, no matter how high up the ladder of fame he goes. Anyway, I can't rest on my laurels now. I gotta put my nose to the grindstone if I want to achieve my dreams too. Alright. Harry? No, this is a different group. Dine and Dasher. Okay.
A card battle tournament.
You dirty thief. How dare you dine and dash at one of my students' establishments? You're not getting off easy for this one, mister. I'm sorry. I won't do it again, I promise.
I invite you to come by.
Sonia is really something else. But to be honest, that's kind of what I like about her. Oh, that's it. Oh. The others tell me you're quite the movie buff, Princess Gita. Well, I don't know if I'd go so far as to call myself a buff, but I definitely do enjoy them from time to time. In fact, I've been looking forward to meeting Director Gotti in person for a while now. No, really? Then you must also know the splendor of sex and Director, I would kindly ask you to refrain from using such language when speaking to Her Royal Highness. It's perfectly all right, Najee. It doesn't bother me. But, Your Highness,
Thank you for coming.
I know that deep down, Mr. Gotti is far more interested in capturing the nuance underneath that kind of shallow, surface-level material. He only uses it as a means to explore humanity's primitive desires and to show the conception of oneself in relation to the perception of others. Damn. And at its foundation, his work speaks to a greater desire to rebel against the contradictory reality of life in our current society. He's extremely adept at hiding that kind of subtext within his films. Sorry, I don't think I follow. Actually, now that I think about it, didn't Van say something similar back in Tharbad? Not that eloquently. Amazing! To think you saw the true meaning behind my work. You're saying she's right? Oh, but that's likely only the tip of the iceberg. To truly understand the breadth of meaning behind your films must be truly impossible. Not at all, Your Highness. Knowing someone like you appreciates my work is what gives it meaning in the first place. Are these two making a deep connection here, or is this some kind of waking nightmare? Perhaps it'd be a good idea to develop new avenues to deliver your films, Director. That way your message will reach even more people. Not being so confined by existing filming techniques would make things easier, of course. What about incorporating some different mediums? You're right, I've been avoiding literary forms of expression on purpose. But if I could make use of the audience's visual and auditory senses, that would knock their socks off. It sounds very daring, but I believe it could be well worth the attempt. Yes, a new age of motion picture has arrived. I'm excited to see it, Director. Thank you, Your Highness. What the hell? These two may be getting along a little too well. Yeah, something about this has me very afraid. Don't you think you ought to put a stop to this, Najee? I think we're too late. His Highness often falls prey to his base tendencies when Director Gotti is around. But I hardly thought it possible that Princess Sheeta would take after him in that regard. This was a severe miscalculation on my part. Looks like Gotti's really hitting it off with the royal family. They're like three peas in a pod. That's just how good he is. I have to say, when I saw that fine craftsmanship at the entrance, my jaw hit the floor and I wasn't alone there. The decorations in here are really stylish too. You're making quite a name for yourself here, aren't you, Kisara? Okay, lay off on the praise. I'm gonna die of embarrassment here. I bet Rebecca feels the same. A little, but I'll manage. Anyway, congrats on getting into school here, Kisara. And thanks for all you've done for the festival so far. Good luck greeting all the visitors. Chris will be treating us to dinner tonight, so that should give you something to look forward to. Yeah, whatever. Ooh, dinner sounds good. Mind if I invite myself over? Sure, the more the merrier. Hey, maybe we can invite Curtis over too. Let's not actually. He and Kisara aren't exactly on the best of terms. I mean, it's not that bad, but yeah, he does have that a way of getting under my skin. Yeah, I get it. And personally, I think the smaller group is better. Of course you'd think that. You're the Old Town's resident shut-in, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Huh? Why the long face, Kisara? It's nothing, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to say thanks, for everything. I'm grateful to all you guys. Huh. You're more than welcome. Not that I did much of anything myself, of course. Yeah, it wasn't easy helping you study for that entrance exam, but that's what friends are for. Agreed. Things have been so much more fun since you came into our home. This was worrying for nothing. Kisara's fitting in just fine. My original goal was to land a job anywhere other than here and leave Old Town for good. The plan changed, though. I had a hard time admitting this to myself for a while, but before I knew it, I started to care about Old Town. It became important to me. So I guess I don't want people to worry about me anymore. There's a written portion in Aramis's scholarship exam, and I helped Kisara study for that. Honestly, when she told me she'd never once been to Sunday school, I thought, yeah, there's no way. But I guess I'm a pretty darn good teacher and a serious miracle worker because she passed. I'm so happy for her. I think this is the first time I've ever seen Kisara smile. I'll have to tell Chris about this later. Is it just me, or are there more people now than there were a minute ago? I think I'm reaching my limit. Save me, Van. Hey, no one's forcing you to stay here. You got a jet, you got a jet. Kisara sure has changed a lot since Messeldom. I hardly recognize her. Rebecca and Chris have really taken a liking to her. I'm glad I decided to take her in. If she decides to be part of our family for good, I'd be the happiest guy in the world.
What would you like? Come again.
I want more onyx steel. Okay, that is everyone outdoors. Give me a minute. Okay. Hold up.
Thank you for coming to the first day of the Aramis Academy Festival. This
Just one random bird hanging out here.
that preserves the principles that Aramis, the founder of our academy, firmly believed in.
You're the only bird I think I've ever seen just kind of hanging out in the game. What?
Our entire student body has put their all into
Weird.
creating this year's activities.
You're not updated. Okay, Aramis window shopping squad, roll out. We're gonna window shop till we drop. Once we pestered every booth with our mirror pinching ways, my conquest of the festival will be completed. Complete. Then I'll laugh triumphantly from the rooftops, and the vanquished shall bow down to their new grand ruler. Your maniacal plans make sense to you and you alone. How about this, Nadia? Instead of doing something completely nonsensical, why don't we just go on a normal date? You're such a killjoy, Az. Can't you loosen up for once in your... Wait, did you just say... There are lots of two-person events here. In fact, there's almost too many. Now I have my suspicions as to who's behind that. But hey, I'm not complaining. It works out well for us, don't you think? Let's get out there and show everyone we have the strongest bond in the whole wide world. Come on, let's go.
Our entire student
Okay.
all into
Wow.
this year's activities.
You got her.
Enjoy.
You've been staring off into space for a while now. Something wrong? Not really, but if you'd really like to know what's in my mind, I've just been thinking that I don't have to try and be a replacement for Ace anymore. No, I see. What do I do? S is acting really, really weird. Calm yourself. This is the part where you keep a level head. You're right. It's just a date with S. I'm going on a date with... My mind has gone totally blank. I don't know what to do. I can see that. In that case, why not let Swin take the lead? Oh, all right. She certainly knows how to pursue, but how to react when being pursued is evidently uncharted territory. She really is quite cute. Oh.
Sports clubs have set up some food stalls in the courtyard.
Okay, there's nothing new in the Seven Hearts room.
Welcome to the Artemis Academy Festival.
Julio?
Any daring challengers out there?
I'm so happy Daddy feels the same way I do. Now we just have to decide what route we want to take through the festival. Oh, I know you two. You helped us out that one time on Nemeth Island. Fancy meeting you here. We wanted to make the most of this opportunity since work often keeps me away from my wife and daughter. That's why I'm going to spend all day playing with my little girl. Isn't this the same dialogue? I really am happy the three of us can spend time together as a family for once. I'm a lover of art, so I've really been looking forward to the festival. I hear they have a good many paintings and sculptures on display, so maybe the three of us can go take a look later. I don't know if they were actually updated. Damn. Oh, this is a very expected group, but... Oh, look at that food. Kasim, I've been thinking a lot about what you said back in Longport, and, well, I don't think I've quite figured out the answer just yet. But I know I will eventually. I will find a path that's true to my flame.
Why not give it a try?
Very good. One must be prudent when deciding the course of their life. Now that you've found your center, I have no doubt that you will one day arrive at the answer you're searching for. Right. You're doing great, Fairy. She most certainly is. Now then, I suggest we set aside the more serious matters and focus on enjoying the festival. Shall we find something to eat? Heck yeah, I hardly ever get to spend time with you guys, so I want to see some smiles. Sure, I'll smile like the best of them. Thanks, Rosette. You too, Mirabelle. And that goes for you too, Kasim. Don't forget that you promised to spend the whole day with me. We're definitely oh, that's your partner, right. We're definitely playing Grid Hackers in the Quiz King tournament later. Oh, and Fairy and Rosette are totally coming. You're all cool with that, right?
Thank you for coming.
You ask as if we had any other choice in the matter. Not that I'd object, mind you. I intend to keep that promise I made to you. You're even more animated than usual, Mirabelle. I will gladly accept your invitation. I always enjoy spending time with you. I'm glad Fairy was able to communicate her feelings to Kasim. Yeah, me too. I just don't understand why Rosette said, let's find something to eat. Is Rosette secretly blind? Does she not see the food? Phew, glad I got that off my chest. I want to keep searching for the best way to be true to my inner flame. Oh, but for right now, I'm just going to focus on enjoying the festival. I'm super jealous of Agnes. I mean, she gets to eat this delicious food every day. Talk about living the high life. It's not very often I get the chance to enjoy leisurely conversations like this. Earlier, we even had the opportunity to take in all the sights of the festival together. Mirabelle and Mr. Al-Fayed have been acting rather a bit peculiar. However, well, if what I suspect is true, then I will happily cheer them on. Ooh! I know Kasim has a pretty sour look on his face, but I can tell he's glad to see how much Fairy's improving. The siblings have been reunited once more, and me and my best friend are along for the ride. Anyway, it'd be a shame if we didn't have a good time together. Let's go have some fun. Both Rosette and Mirabelle have informed me that you all have served as advisors for the festival. I'm not very familiar with these sorts of events, but it looks like it came together nicely. Well, all I did was offer a little advice. Anyway, do you have something else you wanted to tell me? It's just, as your former teacher, something struck me as off. However, it doesn't seem like you're in need of my words at the moment. This guy always manages to see right through me. I wonder if he means... I have no idea what that's about. Van, is something going on with you that you're not talking about? Whoops, we got you at a bad time, Mario. Oh, hi, Van. Not at all. I was just sitting down with Fawn and Professor Cronkite here to ask a few questions.
Thank you for coming to the first day of the
She certainly caught me by surprise. One moment I was wandering the hallways, the next I'm face to face with her.
annual tradition.
They made it known that I turned down all impromptu interviews, but this young lady refused to listen.
Firmly believe
Sorry if I was a little forceful, but I promise I'll make it worth your while. This story is going to be one for the ages. So, Fawn, going forward, do you believe sustainability is going to be key to maintaining a healthy economy in Calvard? Without a doubt. Our reliance on orbital power is far preferable to that of fossil fuels. It is indisputably more energy efficient and environmentally friendly. It's a double-edged sword, however, given that the supply of septium is, unfortunately, finite. There's also the matter of desertification in the east, over which the cause still eludes us. That's why I want us to redirect our focus towards optimizing energy networks in our city, rather than relying solely on natural resources. I truly believe that smart grids are the future. Oh, right. Professor Hamilton touched on all this during her speech at the symposium the other day. She stressed the importance of the new advancements in the orbital network and AI technology. Let me jot all this down real quick. This must be related to the world's sustainable development goals. It sounds like her article is aiming to give a clear vision of the future. Man, she's really been coming into her own, huh? I think I'll give it a read when she's done. The desertification and stuff happening that seems unnatural. At least at one point, I believe they mentioned it was kind of an unnatural way. I have a feeling that's related to, what do they call them in Calvard? The dragon veins? The septium veins, essentially. Being messed up. I think they mentioned that. And I just feel like that they're kind of like, hey, this is a thing right now, but I feel like it's going to be a major plot point in the next game, just based on the fact that like everyone's suddenly like bringing it up faster and faster, or not faster, but they're adding a little more to it as they go. But the fact that it's only delivered with optional NPC dialogue kind of has me questioning whether it's going to be a thing. I don't know. Because if it has to do with the septium veins, it could have to do with... a septarian or something. On the subject of trimming the fat, the Vern Company underwent some executive restructuring in the aftermath of Tassen's dismissal. While not altogether uncommon, there exists a proclivity to make resource cuts, even if said measures result in a crippling of the innovation. Perhaps there may yet exist a means of restoring some of those employees on a conditional basis, mind you. There are limits as to what Hayway can do if we remain slaves to tradition. And that's precisely why we're making a list of all the stagnant ideas that we'd best discard. Sao has cast the die, so the time for us to move forward is now. With Ashen's assistance, I intend to do everything within my power and influence to reform the organization. Okay. I was wanting to ask Professor Cronkite about what we can expect with the T-phone going forward. I was curious about possible future iterations. But that was a dead end. It sounds like he jumped off the project after the initial launch. Still, he gave me a few things to chew on. The future's looking brighter than ever. Alright, second floor. After I grab a drink. Alright. Second floor. Oh, Daswani's here. Wait, I thought you had work. Oh, he's pulling Nate away, isn't he? Uh-oh. His girlfriend's gonna be upset. Ah, there you are, Nate. If I'm not mistaken, you received a call from HQ, correct? For your sake, I hope you didn't ignore it. Wait, hold the phone, Inspector. I'm really sorry. It's just that my girlfriend and I literally just got back together. I understand that some important people are here at the festival. I know the school asked for more security detail, but... Huh? You're going to abandon me? No, never mind. It's okay, Nate. Duty calls. I understand how demanding your job is. Just a moment. I'll take care of the security detail. You can stay. You mean it? So that's it? It's just security detail? Are you feeling under the weather, Inspector? It's not like you to be so generous. Don't worry, I won't be making a habit of it, I assure you. Consider this my thanks for all the hard work you've been putting in lately. I'll contact HQ and let them know I'm taking over. Enjoy your date, Detective. Thank you, Inspector. You don't know how much this means to me. I promise I'll pay you back tenfold for this. I want to thank you too. I really, really appreciate it. The inspector said he had plans with his family. I really hate to put him out like this. Yeah, I mean, realistically, you should be taking over and let Daswani... It's fine. But days like this don't come often. And I'd be dumb as bricks to pass up his generosity. I knew Nate's relationship with his girlfriend was strained. I hadn't planned on butting in, but I think the situation called for it this time. We're normally expected to respond whenever we're called upon. But just this once, I'll cover for him. I feel like this is not good for him in the long run. This is kind of enabling in a way. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I really want to try and be more understanding of Nate's work situation in the future. You have to if you're going to be with him. That said, I know I would have been really disappointed if he had to go right now. Good on his boss for letting him stay. Yeah, she's not a very understanding person if she knows his job, has left him and come back because she... And obviously you'd be disappointed, but you have to accept it. It's amazing to think about how far the three of us have come. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. We used to play together a lot back when we were little, before I moved, I mean. Odette was always doing something ridiculous. You and I had our hands full trying to keep her in check. Funny, that's not how I remembered it. As I recall, you were the only one of us who was fretting up a storm. And sometimes you even cried your little eyes out. I did not. Okay, fine. There were times where I did a little. Anyway, that's all ancient history now. I'll have you know I've grown quite a bit since then. True, you both have. Odette is much more attentive than she used to be, and you've grown into someone who can always be depended on in a pinch, Albert. You say that like you haven't done the most maturing out of all of us. Ever since we met up at Armis, how do I put this? I guess it's like you've always been taking steps forward, little by little. After you picked up that part-time job last year, you've catapulted forward at blinding speeds, and became a beacon for us all. Jesus. Really, surely you're exaggerating. No way. I mean, look at Albert. He's been anxious around you all year. He knows he's going to have to haul butt if he wants to get elected. You don't have to remind me, and I'm not anxious around her. I'll be rooting for you, Albert. Thanks. Yeesh, youth sure is wasted on the young, that's for sure. Keep saying things like that, and even I'm gonna start calling you an old man. Please don't. During last year's festival, we were all just fledgling first years, so we got to wander around without a care in the world. Oh, to be blissfully ignorant. Past me had no idea what she'd be in for a year later. Preparing for the festival was certainly a challenge, but I'd say it was worth it. I wouldn't trade the days we spent on it for the world. I agree with you there. There was a lot I learned through the process, thanks to Ren. I learned there's absolutely no way I can measure up to her. Talk about a tough act to follow. Alright. You two... Okay, just male customer 1 and 2. Girls at that table are total babes. Wish I could work up the courage to talk to him. That Central Eastern girl kind of reminds me of another girl I saw at a movie recently. You know, I think I actually saw Judith and Nita around here too. Nina, Armis's festival must really be something to attract all these stars. Ooh, that tea smells wonderful, and if I'm not mistaken, those leaves come from a famous store in Liberl, correct? And that aroma is very distinct. It must have been brewed in a traditional manner. Oh my, you must be quite the tea expert, Elaine. Word is, you helped out with some with this booth. I also heard you gave the people running it some Quincy Bell snacks. Well, is it all true? Indeed it is. The Quincy Parlor manager was kind enough to provide them when I inquired about it. I was wondering how they got a hold of those. I suppose it makes sense. Yes, despite all that happened with the company, you're still a daughter of the Eau Claire family. It's hard for me to think of you as anything other than the indomitable beauty displayed, so I forget that you're a member of the elite sometimes. Oh goodness, that came out all wrong. Please don't take that the wrong way. It's fine, don't worry. Even I don't really think of myself as a member of the old nobility. I'm far more interested in these lovely Liberlian treats that Lila graciously prepared for us. The Brill Kingdom is in the southwestern part of the continent, right? It's always seemed so far away, but now that Lila has brought a little piece from her home, it feels so much closer. I almost want to go down there on vacation sometime. Ooh, that sounds like a great idea. I'm sure there are so many great things to see there. Diplomatic relations with the Empire and Crosswell have been smoothed over, so we could go there anytime. That sounds like a great experience for you two. Huh, nice to see Elaine let her hair down for a change. Shahina is awfully excited about the upcoming performance. In fact, I'd say she's a little antsy. She's at the auditorium as we speak. Not that I blame her for being excited, of course. I'm looking forward to taking the stage as well. Speaking of which, I should make my way over there soon. There are a few last-minute checks I'd like to perform. I think this is the first time we've had a chance to chat like this since the party last year. I don't have many friends since I'm always cooped up in the lab, and that's why getting to hang out with you all makes me so happy. I'd like to spend some time with Rosette and Nache too. I think I'll go look for him later.
I heard they're going to have a live performance.
Okay. Almost there. Almost there. Just these two and then in there. Oh. Are they gonna let me in? Honestly, I'm a little surprised he made it made the time to come here, given how busy he is right now. He's supposed to be fully booked this evening, right? Maybe he's just wanting to take a break before his schedule gets crazy. No, the guy who's always running his mouth suddenly went quiet, and that means something's wrong, doesn't it? No, nothing's wrong. I'm just thinking is all. As much as I hate to admit it, the man is a master politician, for good and for ill. Not every politician takes the time to be out among the people like this. It's hard to not see how he's won over the hearts of everyone. He got in office by coating his campaign with honeyed words and false promises. All he wanted was power. He doesn't care for the good of the people or the Republic, like Rocksmith and my father did. Cody, but I did learn something from all this. Ramart's prepared to carry the weight of the nation on his shoulders, and he's more than capable of doing so. I don't know where he found the impetus to take on such an arduous task, but I do know that whatever reasons he had for becoming president, they damn sure weren't shallow. There's something about him that still terrifies me, but I'm willing to admit that he might be the leader our country needs right now. Never thought I'd hear those words come out of your mouth. His true goals remain shrouded in mystery, but I feel like I can say with confidence that he isn't like Rocksmith or the Blood and Iron Chancellor. I don't know what direction he's steering this country, but no matter what course we take, we'll have to see it through right at his side. Yeah, that's exactly what I intend to do. For the record, that wasn't a confession of admiration. The only president I'll ever admire is Rocksmith, and don't you ever forget that. Oh, don't worry, you made that virtually impossible. So they still remember what happened during the coup d'etat. Those two sure have put us through the ringer back then. Oh well, we got it through it in one piece at the end of the day. All's well that ends well. The president will be here in the student council office for the duration of his stay at the festival. His time here is limited though, so if you have any business with him, now's the time. He's a very busy man, as you're no doubt aware. Oh, it's you. If you'd like to go in there, then you're more than welcome to. The president seems eager to speak with you. Is it voiced? Oh, I hear some voices coming from inside there. I think it's Ren and Miss Matilda and Miss Toa by the sounds of it. Oh boy. Hey, you want to poke your head in there? Be happy to join you. Van, perhaps I should step away for a bit. It might sound odd coming from me, given my own personal circumstances, but he is family. I think you two should take some time to talk. You might be right. I'll let you take it from here. Okay. So you want to go in? Yeah. You've changed quite a bit, but you know what they say. The more things change, the more they stay the same. I'm beginning to believe I'll always be a naive student I used to be, in your eyes, Miss Matilda. Oh, hi, Agnes. Hello, Mr. Arkride. You're finally here. Let me put on some tea for you. Oh no, that's okay. You don't have to do that. Well, I shouldn't be leaving the nurse's office empty for too long, so I better get going. Please take your time and enjoy yourselves. I wish you all the best, Mr. President. Thank you. Please take care of yourself. I didn't realize you knew Miss Matilda. She's been on the faculty since my days at the academy. She helped me a great deal during that time of my life. I assume the same could be said for you and Mr. Kincaid, yes? Indeed. She has been something of an advisor to the student council for a very long time. Oh, and she was also a bit of a caretaker for a certain problem child whose antics caused the poor woman no end of undue stress. Is that so? I can easily picture that. Yeah, I'll admit, it was a bit of a trouble. Hey, wait, you're one to talk. You caused her a lot of headaches yourself, and I bet Ren did too. Anyway, what brings you here today, Mr. President? The last time we spoke, oh. Don't worry, Agnes. I've known all about you and your dad since before I came to the Republic. Damn. I also remember what happened back then. No, you do? I'm guessing the same goes for you, Mr. Prez. Correct. I remember everything that happened quite clearly. By the way, I also heard all about your exploits with Garden Master from Kincaid. Part of the reason I came here today was to thank you in person. Even if that coup d'etat ultimately didn't come to fruition, the fact remains that you saved the capital and dispelled the shadows of our past that would no doubt have consumed our present. Oh. Which I could take all the credit, but I can't. Had a bit of help with that. I trust the items that were passed down to my daughter from my mother-in-law proved useful in that situation. If so, then as your father and as family, I'd like to express just how grateful I am. Dad. Well, if you really are so grateful, then how about you show it by giving me some... Of course, considering it never happened and cannot be disclosed to the public, I'm afraid I'm unable to provide you with any remuneration. Remuneration. Gah, damn Mira Pinchin cheapskate. Why must you always be so difficult, Dad? He jests. We prepared a small reward. This is where having a secret reserve fund comes in handy. It isn't much, so I suggest you keep him on a short leash. Otherwise, he will spend it all in one place. Understood. Will do. No, won't do. Do you not trust my daughter, Mr. Arkride? Is her work performance not satisfactory? Oh, and if memory serves, when you visited our home at the end of last year, you only stayed for a slice of cake and left in quite a huff. We should arrange a time where we can sit and talk frankly, man to man. Perhaps we could book a sauna session. Yo, you're into saunas? Wait, no, I don't want to... Hey, what the hell are you doing with your Zypher, Renee? Why, I'm simply putting in a reservation at a private sauna that opened recently. I remember saying I agreed to this. Try not to let them get to you, Van. Well, at least we were able to shift the conversation away from the subject of the Genesis. Agreed. Well, in any case, I feel a lot more at ease now. I guess he really is a father at heart. Why would you want to shift the conversation away from those, though? Although, I can't help but be a little worried about where things will go from here. Me too. That plan of his, whatever it entails, has been progressing for the past 2 years now. How do you know about that? We still know very little about it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he makes an announcement about it before long. Don't tell me that Reverie visual novel section... No, it wasn't a visual. It was a secret ending at the very end. Did they see it? Did they all know that he has some plan and that he talked to Ouroboros? He's like, give me 3 years? How else would they know? Huh. Afterwards, Van left the student council office, parted ways with Anius, and met back up with Elaine. Oh, I got another connection point. Forgot to mention it earlier, but that tea was really good. Why, thank you. I guess it was worth breaking out the special blend. Of course, I'd be remiss not to provide the best tea we have while the president is visiting. This is all part and parcel of being the student council president. That's not the only reason you're here, right? Naturally, I have a few personal matters to discuss as an advisor to the ZCF and a negotiator for the Epstein Foundation. Yeesh, you got a finger in every pie in the market, don't you? I came over because I heard my name called on the PA system, but I didn't realize it was because the president wanted to speak with me. All right, you were working the quiz competition just now, weren't you? You must have a lot on your plate. It's all right. I wanted to say hello at some point anyway. We had a really interesting conversation about NGOs and Thors. In an unofficial capacity, of course. Sounds more like a consultation than anything. You sound awfully chummy. It's an honor to finally meet you, Mr. President. Please, there is no need for such formality. I'm simply here to enjoy the festival as an alumnus, much like yourself. It seems you've got something on your mind. May I ask what it is? Regarding the actions of my father, Edmund Clare, allow me to apologize on his behalf. Elaine, as far as I'm concerned, your father's actions were his own doing, not yours, and he has been punished accordingly. What say we put the past behind us? But correct me if I'm wrong, but was it not you who made his actions known in the first place? Through your selflessness, you were able to show the public that justice is still alive and well in this world. Going forward, I'd like you to continue upholding that justice, alongside the guild you've placed so much faith in. Yes, sir, I'll do just that. You may have to leave partway through this evening's performance, but I do at least plan to attend. I wonder if it'll be even more interesting than the one they put on 8 years ago. You saw that? Well, only a recording. I must say, it had quite the impact. The story of the Calvardian Revolution. Have any plans to write the sequel? Not really, it was more of a one-off kind of thing, you know? This guy's something else. Now, you have two choices, a dry sauna or a steamed sauna. Which would you like me to book? Of course, if Mr. President has a preference, that will be given priority. Wait, you were serious about the reservation? No, I jest. Though you will still be given your due compensation. Many factors were playing against us, but the fact remains that we failed to nip the coup in the bud. You may think of it as remuneration for helping pinpoint cracks in our defenses. Why do I feel like you guys are turning me into your personal test monkey? No, well, I ain't about to look a gift horse in the mouth. We did it! It was fairly interesting. They didn't really go into as much detail as I thought they would, but... to think that young man I knew would grow up to become the Republic's president. I suppose it does make sense, however. He always managed to stand out among his peers, even back then.
A card battle tournament is being held.
Okay, let me just speed through here. What? What? Who? I forgot to go that way. Who's in here? Oh. Yeah, I definitely didn't go in here. Huh, not bad. Looks like the people here have done some research on Eastern cuisine. And the results are pretty good. You should give this stuff a try, Van. The atmosphere is quite enchanting. I'd stay here for the rest of the day if I could. Hey, Shizuna, is it true that some of the students reached out to you for feedback on their booths? Yep, and though all I did was give a few pointers after looking at their prototypes. When she heard some of us were being called in as advisors, she decided she wanted in too. Bet the students were giddy as could be to hear a divine blade singing praises about their tea. You know, it just hit me how weird it is seeing you guys hang out together. How'd this even happen anyway? They were on the beach at Nemeth Island. That's how they met. Well, when I dropped by, Shizuna waved and motioned me to come on over. So I sat down and we just started chatting about Eastern foods and tourist spot. Oh, Shizuna, tourist spots over tea. Ah, I see. Speaking of tourist spots, there's no better place to visit than Long Lie in springtime. The sight of the trees in full bloom can't be beat. Though the view of the nearby river with all the little petals resting on top is a close second. I love fishing there during that time. You're doing a great job selling me. I've been to Long Lie more than a few times for film premieres, but I don't think I've ever been there during the spring. And the gang went to Long Lie last year, but we didn't get to fully enjoy it. Things were a little hectic. Wouldn't mind going back for some actual R&R sometime. Ooh, take me with you so I can give you the full tour of the place, and we can cap it off with another duel in the Ishgal Mountains. Why the hell do you think I'd want to do that? You'd make a real shit tour guide, you know that? We first met in the fall of last year, right? And we've crossed paths many times since. I think fate is sending me a message. Oh, and speaking of Long Lie, I'm pretty familiar with the Ishgal Mountains, so next time you're there, I'll be happy to give you a grand tour. The view from the summit is breathtaking, and there's some wild veggies off the beaten path that you've got to try. Pass. Not much of a mountain climber, sorry. Besides, what makes you think I'd go along with you on this hypothetical trip of yours? Dan. And she's offering nice stuff, and you're being, well, kind of expected. Speaking of Long Lie, I heard Judith went there in secret and then ran into you and your group. She didn't tell me all the details, but it sounded like quite a bit happened. Though if she were there with all of you, I'm sure she had a good time. Yep, that's where she joined, technically. Okay. And then run out here, because you don't get to see these. Okay. Wait, what do you mean new?
Enjoy the festival.
What can I get for you?
Oh.
Thanks a bunch.
Oh. The food festival.
Love me a sugar rush.
And we gotta go grab these quick.
What would you like? Come again. Love me a sugar rush.
Who else do we grab? Dawn.
Don't think I've seen you.
Oh, Dawn's not selling his stuff? still gonna run over here to double check.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, no, he doesn't have a shop up. Okay, does
Let's do this.
wait, we already know homemade tart tatin. Oh no, never mind.
Monmar is so relaxing.
What's on the menu?
We didn't know that. Oh. 24 CP. That was expensive, but I had to.
Take
Don't
care
clap.
out there.
I got all my money back.
Love me a sugar rush.
How many am I missing now? 6. And while I turn this in,
That's how it goes.
58. Damn. All right, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. Hold on. Okay. I need 8 total essence, and I can make this. I just don't know why I want to get this out of the way, but I'm gonna see if I can. 80 beast essence though, to get 8 prime beast essence. How can I do this? I'm gonna look it up. Okay. I tried. I haven't got any to drop. Any. I'm gonna give up on that. Too much time I would have to probably spend here. I looked at Deer Forestia. They dropped beast essence, so I was like, okay, maybe I'll do that. The Mothro also dropped beast essence, and same with the gazing drones. So I was like, okay, I could just go into floor 1 and just kill a bunch of stuff. I ran floor 1 like twice. With Swin, who has 50% drop rate, 30%, so that's 90. And this on, so that's 180% drop rate. Maybe 3 or 5 items dropped total, and none of them were a beast essence. I don't know what the drop rate is. It must be like 1% because, oof, that is bad. Yeah, no, there's no way I'm gonna try to farm 80. To hell with that. I don't know how you're supposed to get prime beast essence without like 100 hours of grinding. Like, I give up. So I think we're good to go. Oh, wait. We have a free connection point. No one can get maxed out, though. Anius, let's get you 100 closer.
I want to make the most of everything you and the others have taught me. So I'm going to keep...
I know. We've seen it. Okay, let me save. And we're finally doing story. Yep. This has been a very... What is this, 6 episodes at like almost 2 hours each? If not a little past that. The finale is a lot of dialogue. There's a lot of stuff to do here. Just in the beginning part. Van, having finished making his rounds, met up with the rest of the group. While chatting over their delicious festival lunch, Ren and Kincaid showed up, followed shortly by Paulette, who had come to pick up Yume. From there, they decided to browse the festival booths a little longer. They also decided to make a quick stop to the cathedral and the patisserie. The hours flew by as they enjoyed their time together. Before they knew it, the clock had struck 4, which meant it was time for the festival's main event. It was a performance that was put on by students and guests alike, with the help of Fairy, Aaron, and Judith, and even a little supervision from Van. And then it was time for the curtain to rise. I'm ready.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for your patience. It's time for the main event. We would now like to present a special performance put together by this year's Student Council. This year's show is going to be a little different from usual. Rather than having it run entirely by the students, the teachers and other friends of the school have also graciously lent their support. When thinking about the best way to embody this year's theme, we wanted to come up with an answer that would be fun for everyone. And our answer was this hour-and-a-half show, a production that's all-inclusive of both Calvard and its neighbors, and of both tradition and innovation.
Damn, hour and a half.
It's called A New Season Together. I sincerely hope that our student body, as well as our guests, enjoy it to their heart's content.
Ooh. Who is that? I actually don't know. Oh, I'm assuming this is supposed to be like a musical. We're just not getting. Ooh.
So that's what they meant by quick change. They've really stepped up their game since last month. Too bad I won't get to see the ending. Well, I'm sure I can get someone to show me a recording later.
What? What do you mean? What does that mean, Van? How dare you? No! Don't you take off! Man, I was really enjoying that. Twins breakdancing. Is Shizuna hiding in the backseat again? Where the hell's he going? 423. Oh shit. Meet me in front of the tree and tower today at 4:30. See.
Well, I wouldn't want to keep him waiting. Good thing I held off on giving this back to Agnes. All right, Mare Bear. Rise and shine.
What?
I can see her app running in the background, but I guess she can't actually manifest in this dimension. Might have to try something else.
I'm surprised you didn't stay until the end of the show.
They didn't really need me there. I was more or less a supervisor in name only.
Nina?
If anything, I should be the one who's surprised. Unlike me, you actually helped with the performance. Also, unlike me, you didn't just step out in the middle of the show. You weren't even there from the start.
I wasn't, no. I'm afraid that stage was just a little too full of life. For someone as hollow and empty as me. A person with no sense of self.
Well, like I told you before, that's exactly why no one else can play your roles like you do. Been a while. Nina Fenley. Actually, maybe I should be saying, nice to finally meet you.
This is certainly a twist I wasn't expecting. I was thinking constantly, who is C and who's Nina? Like, what's Nina's deal? Okay.
You aren't just a rising star in the movie biz with oodles of talent to spare. There's more to you than meets the eye.
Oh, dear. You're laying on the compliments quite thick. My face must be beet red right about now. Yes, I have another role apart from Nina the actress. I'm guessing you've already sussed out what it is.
Only got a rough idea, actually. At first, I had you pegged as the third C. The person who's been sending us all those ominous warning messages. I sifted through just about every possible candidate for that in my mind. Thought maybe the first or second C were cooking up a new plot. I even considered if Professor Epstein was our new C.
Because his first name is Claude, yes? That's a bit of a stretch, don't you think?
That's what I thought.
Although, when you consider the immortals from the Empire and the true identity of the Garden Master, I suppose it isn't completely improbable.
This game just, like, reads me like a book, apparently. Like, everything I mentioned right here. But Van knew, and he didn't even have to say anything about it. It's just like, obviously, they'd be like, all right, this is where the character, or the player's headspace would be. We're going to make our main character not say a word, but he's in the same headspace. Interesting. But he apparently knows more than me right now, because he knows she's Nazi?
Yeah, but even I'll admit the theory's a bit out there. You being C, on the other hand, seemed plausible, but I ruled you out in the end. Just couldn't find anything concrete. Plus, you don't give off that smell. Wait, sorry. Not that kind of smell.
Don't worry, I know what you meant. Anyway, you were right to rule me out because I'm not C. Although, if I had been, that would have been problematic. Considering we've been ordered to hunt him down.
How the hell'd they get in here? You people defy all logic. No, I take it back. They're here because of your power, right?
Correct. We used his invitation to you as an opportunity to tread into his territory, so that we may find and execute him. He who hides behind a coat, as well as the name of C, and who dons the role of the Crimson Beast, must be eliminated.
Wait, so that's C?
Didn't realize you had it all figured out. And here I thought Shizuna's master was the one with the omniscient eye.
No. My special eyes are quite different from his. Now, kindly withdraw, Arkride. We will handle things from here. If you leave now, you might even make it in time for the last half of the show.
Sorry, but I'm staying right where I am.
Oh, are you now? Our target is nothing but a bestial affront to the goddess. Strictly speaking, you no longer have any connection to him. I know you're well aware of this fact, and yet, you resist. Why?
Simple, really.
Meet me in front of Trian Tower today at 4:30. Let's see. What's simple about it?
From my point of view, this is a 4SPG, and I already accepted it. You might have went about it in a roundabout way. But the fact is, he saved our hides more than a few times.
Be on guard for the 7th Genesis at the Revolution Festival tomorrow. See. If you desire the truth and wish to bring an end to the oncoming tragedy, investigate Armis. See. Oh, yeah, he did say, finally you've arrived at the truth.
So I've got a reasonable request on my hands, and I've accrued a debt. No self-respecting spriggan would walk away without paying him back. I get that they're a thorn in your side, but if you want to get to the hunting grounds, you'll have to do it over my dead body.
Well, if that's how you want to play it, then I suppose we have no choice but to pull back.
You guys are unpredictable as ever.
Sorry, my brain keeps wanting to... That's clearly... Like, the outfits are a Iscariot. Kind of, I think. That looked like Ashlad. Who does that make her? Hollow? Isn't there one person that we just don't know about from that whole situation? Who am I thinking of? I can't think right now.
By the way, I got a letter from Master the other day, and it reminded me of something.
Okay, please go into it.
Arteria's elusive captain and wildcard, who took up their post 3 years ago, was a fake who never existed.
This is what I was trying to get at.
So if that's not who you are, then what's your other role? What's your real title?
There isn't really a title for what I do, per se. But Her Holiness the Pope and the Gralsritter's commander call me the Eschaton Saint.
Ooh.
It would have been nice for us to have worked together, but thanks to your little cheat, we'll have to back off. I'll be heading back to the festival now. Do take care of yourself in there. Goodbye for now, Van.
Hey! Wait a minute! Is that? Looks like a shard-induced dimensional interference, but on a level that shouldn't be possible.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Oh. Why are you here?
Whoa! Aren't you?
Your name was Van Arkride, yes? If I were to rate the cuteness of your name, you'd get
7.
57 points.
Hey! What's with the crappy score?
Nadia, Ren, ready to come on in? Oh, finally!
My, you can be quite the handful sometimes.
I see we're
Huh?
missing 2.
Van, you are horrible! How could you leave us all behind?
Well, Hey! What the hell are you guys doing here?
You've got some nerve, you know that?
Looks like the old fart's finally gone senile.
For once, I'm in full agreement with Aaron.
I'm not even going to ask why. Not this time. You always do this!
I share her sentiment.
Hey now! Pump the brakes for a sec.
Never, ever do that to us again! Do you hear me, Van Arkride?
Loud and clear.
Serves him right.
I also find your behavior to be objectionable, even if I do understand your intentions.
I mean, he didn't want anyone to... The festival. The timing. I guess he should have asked for at least someone to join him, but still, he didn't want to... I understand why he did it.
I'd get it if you didn't want to involve Nadia and me, but your assistants too? Come on.
I can explain. Wait, hey, hold up a sec. How'd you guys know what I was planning to do?
Could you be any slower on the uptake? Literally everyone here knew that something was off with you. We aren't blind, my dude.
At the very least, we could tell it wasn't as bad as that time when you had completely given up.
But did you really think we wouldn't notice? You've been acting strange ever since you got that message.
And just when I was telling Aaron about how weird you were acting, you up and left without telling us!
After that, I pulled the car around, and we followed after you. When your Zypha's reading suddenly disappeared, even I was taken aback.
It must have been due to the phase space expansion. But that portal seems to be something else entirely.
If you're thinking of what excuses to make, stop. You're a spriggan and the boss of Arkride Solutions, yes? Then stop running away. Or to put it more aptly, stop running from the people who care about you so much. Like your master said, you forged these bonds, so now you have to live with them.
Oh boy. We're still missing 2 people.
I was just doing a little digging. That's all, really. I swear, I wasn't planning on throwing my life away. Not like last time. If you guys want to tag along, that's fine by me. But what about the performance?
Oh, I already finished my part. Odette and Albert can handle the rest. Me and S finished ours, too.
Well, I was supposed to show up at the finale and say a few words at the end. But if I'm unable to make it, I'm sure Albert will figure something out.
You didn't even...
Poor guy. Talk about a trial by fire for the future student council president.
All right. The whole lot of you want in on this wild ride, then you better strap in. Wait, do I even know your name?
She's introduced. Lapis.
My name's Lapis. Lapis Rosenberg. I've heard that you're an acquaintance of Yorick, and that you've done a lot for Swin and Nadia. I believe the reason you can't summon your hollow in this phase space is because your Genesis is currently inoperable. But if we can reach the Crimson Beast, she should be able to come out to play. Until then, I'll be your playmate. Lucky you! Well, aren't you going to show me your gratitude?
Sure. Thanks.
Wow, she really isn't anything like the Red Fairy. It's like her personality's done a complete 180.
Yup, she's real cute. In fact, she's super duper cute. Right? There's no denying that. Our LP is the cutest thing in the whole wide world.
How do you get back in your doll body, though?
Hug me when I'm in my shard form.
All right, then. If you're up for it, I don't mind having the old man's masterpiece in my back pocket. Of course, that goes for the rest of you, too. That man pretending to be C, the Crimson Grendel, is waiting for us on the other side. It ain't gonna be a walk in the park, but I'm not worried, because we've got one hell of a lineup here. Let's go kick his ass, and then get ours back to the festival. Right!
Jesus. That's an interesting looking... is that actually a cityscape, or is that just a bunch of blocks? It is. Oh, no, it's a bunch of blocks. But they kind of... Ooh, this is not what I was expecting it to look like. Old Oct Radium. 8th Principal Observation Engine's multi-dimensional
What is this place?
Space?
If this were a movie, I'd say these are some seriously cutting-edge special effects.
If I were to put it into words, this place is like several parallel dimensions merged on top of one another.
It's like an expanse, where the laws of causality overlap. Actually, it's less of an expanse and more of a boundary.
I agree. I wonder if this place was made manifest by the 8th Genesis along with the other 7.
Yes, I think that's exactly right. That would explain why the Genesees lost their power. It was absorbed by this expanse. No, actually, it might be more accurate to say their power gathered around the person who called Van here.
Yeah, I bet that's exactly what happened.
You've already got a pretty good idea of who it is we're dealing with. And if our guess is right on the money, then the Chief's the only one who can send him off proper.
Then I think it's pretty clear what our role is in all this.
Yep, we're here to back you up.
Pretty good idea of who we're dealing with? Send him off proper? Is it weird that I think it's Dingo? That I just want it to be Dingo? Like, well, the soul of Dingo, because Dingo's dead, but he said that that guy was just like a soul he found that he... I forgot the exact text.
I don't think any of us want this hanging over our heads while we're partying it up at the festival.
I will do everything within my power to help you see him off, so that we may not harbor any regrets after today.
Until my vacation's over, I'm afraid you're stuck with me, whether you like it or not.
It looks like time is at a standstill here, just like it was during Pandemonium. So if all goes well, we might be able to wrap this up and be back in time for the end of the performance.
Let's shoot for that then. I'd like to have one last hurrah before our short-lived school lives are done and dusted.
Same. I'm sure we'll have other chances to have some school fun, but I'm all for ending things on a high note.
No fair. You two had all the fun without me.
I guess it's up to us alumni to ensure everyone in your grade receives a proper send-off.
Indeed. We wouldn't want any of them to end up like a certain dropout, whom I will refrain from naming.
Hey!
Regardless, we'll help you finish this, Van. Everyone here knows what this 4SPG means to you. That's why we'll do this all together.
Thanks, guys. All right, gang. Let's get on out there and finish this thing! Right!
Okay. Oh. Oh. Van's holocar changed from Merit or Lapis. Oh, I thought she was just like, I'll just hang around and be in cutscenes. No, she's...
Leave it to me! Leave it to me!
No. You have nothing... Oh, she's only got like everyone else when you...
Initiating maintenance. That's a single element slot.
She doesn't have that...
Leave it to me!
That line or anything? Oh. What the hell is that? Hollow Hoarder. Oh, did I have to look at this for that to count? That's weird. Oh. I love his mare ones, but... Ascraft power 90%, 90, plus 90. Decent stats. Well, this doesn't interfere with those, though. That's good. 8% HP regen each turn and gain 5 CP each turn? Okay. That's pretty good. Huh. Hell yeah. Damn. Okay. This is gonna be a biggish area, I assume. I'm assuming that's like the first stop, not the end of it. Well, there's a lot of stuff here that happened that I did not expect. Us actually getting confirmation on Nina, despite the fact that I... Ooh. Wait, hold on. This is new. It's not like a... It's not like a remix of another song or anything. Okay, what was I saying? The thing about Nina, I definitely didn't expect to actually get info about her, but I'm clueless as to if they've mentioned Eschaton Saint before by name. I think I know her, like, who she is based off that. It's not what I was expecting at all. I thought she was like a witch or something. I wasn't expecting that at all. It does make sense. Some of the things that she's done make a lot more sense now, in the fact that she's been keeping an eye on Van because he's got the devil, one of the devils in him. That makes a lot more sense now. The church would be a lot more involved in this than I thought. Where is Solis and Leon though? Why are they still not? Are they just getting shafted and everything? That's not fair. Hopefully they show up at some point in here. I think that was the only major question. That and C's identity, which we still don't know. But is it Dingo? I'm gonna feel terrible if it's just some random guy. It's got to be Dingo, right? Please let it be Dingo. Not that I want it to be, but well, I mean I do, because that means Dingo has been a good friend helping us even after, but he would also be forced to become a serial killer. Well, when he was controlled, he killed a lot of people. So that would also not be great. I wouldn't want him. That would mean he's suffering pretty bad right now, mentally. I don't know. We'll see. But that's it for this. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.